about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. And they love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Teams getting together as they're and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Carr now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver one for the Washington football team.
Carr now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports of unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. That's complete. Akil Buna. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Carr to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Off the play fake, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston. Again, it's Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and short yardage, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year, added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Fighting through with the 25, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints going to call the first of their... We step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you already up. They get a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with the score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this round.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. Here's another one right there.
Play action now. Winston. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches. If they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And Callaway taking it in left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal. Winston. In trouble, and will go down back at the 12. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. Just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carr going to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished third among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Slings this deep from the corner. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Carr again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people...
just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Play fake. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now Carr. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he will lose yardage back to the 35. loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Touchdown, Washington. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Slide for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they will set up shot in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they're talking about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Carr now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
Now Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough